Hello, friends. It's so good to be here, and thank you for being here. This is a special um, video and meditation practice that we will have that originally I wanted to do live, but I know that so many of you are in so many different parts of the world, and bring everyone together at the same time for a live call is almost not doable. So I'm recording this for you to sit with on your own. And my invitation, don't listen to this while you're driving, while you're walking, or in a gym. This session is, take it as a ritual, take it as a sacred moment for you to pause and really tune into the guidance. You can have your candle lit up. You can stage your space before. This is really precious moment, and I really want you to take this opportunity to sit in this guided practice, guided meditation dedicated to the eclipse tunnel, and shift something, right? Don't make it just another thing that you're doing in the middle of so many things. When you're ready, create your space, turn off your notifications, and please be present. Please be present with me. Now you can do this practice sitting. You can do this practice lying down if you wish to. It's up to you. The most important is quiet and there are no distractions. Okay. So on the 28th or 29th, depending on your location on this planet, we will be going collectively and individually through a lunar eclipse. It will be also full moon. So full moon is kind of that big energy. It's like ultimate potency, right? The energy is building up. And forever, this moment of full moon has been, an important day to do our spiritual practice, because it's the moment to release big things. It's the moment to connect profoundly to the spiritual world. Now, this time it will be plus lunar eclipse. As we're in a corridor of eclipses, the universe has created a perfect retreat for us, a perfect setup to ground and to take a pause in our life. Why do we need to take pause in our life? Simply because just business as usual will yield business as usual. Doing the same things that you have been doing for a long time will not yield you anything different. It's very simple. If we don't pause, reflect, reassess, and make some adjustments, some shifts, let go the old style, see the picture, see the vision for ourselves, what we are moving into, who we are becoming, what is our intention. I really doubt that we can ask from universe new things to happen to us. It's almost like that, story about the person who is drowning and asking the God to save him, and the God is saving the boat, but you're not taking the boat because we have been asking the God itself to come and help us. So it's a little bit of that story of the boat. And sometimes we have this, when this will happen, I need this to finally happen, and we're kind of just waiting for something to happen to us. While us, we are not taking full power to make these changes intentionally. So this is the moment to intentionally work with the energy of full moon and eclipse season to reset areas of your life that needs to be reset. You cannot reset anything before you stop. You cannot reset anything before you acknowledge what's really has been happening, which cycles have been in play, what has been going on in my life, where have I been stuck or for too long, which place did I feel like I have outgrown, right? You need to pause. So I'm creating now for you the space to pause. And let's really take a moment to sit with ourselves and courageously, honestly, see and look what we are avoiding, bypassing, what we are trying not to look at, and thinking things will take care of themselves. At some day, something will change. No, it will not. It will not change. You are in reality the one that is making the change happen. So that's my invitation. Take the power in your hands. Don't dwell on destiny, because destiny is in your hands. It's in our hands. And eclipse season is precisely that moment to do big cleanups and change our destiny with our own sovereign hands. All right, so settle in your seat. Find your comfortable seating posture or lay down on the floor or on your bed. Take a deep breath and close your eyes. Inhale deeply into your nose and exhale out through your mouth. And start deepening your breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Releasing, relaxing muscles on your face. Softening your eyes. Softening the space between your eyebrows. As you exhale, release and relax any tension in your forehead. Release and relax any tension in your temples or your face. Keep breathing. And then turn your gaze inwards. Into your internal world. I invite you to pause, to stop all the chasing, searching, efforting, trying to get somewhere, trying to do something. Just stop. Stop everything. Let the world stop spinning. Let the time freeze. Let the time freeze. And you may start zooming out slowly, extracting yourself from fixation on today, fixation of the things you are engaged in. Start zooming out, almost like you are the bird that is. Start ascending up into the sky. And go higher and higher and higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. And there is always an aspect of ourselves Sometimes we call it our higher self. That lives in that dimension, like a part of us, our supreme self, our higher self, is always watching us from above. And that supreme self, that higher self, has a bigger vision for you. It almost can see the starting point, the journey, where you're getting stuck, where you're wasting your time, what you're bypassing, and how you're moving to that endpoint in this life. It's supervising you, it's making sure you're moving in a right direction, you're making the right turns, and you're not getting lost in your ways, in your thoughts. So, for a moment, see yourself from the eyes of your higher self, almost looking you, but absolutely clear, evolved being, looking down at this avatar, this smaller self, this ego mind in the body that is running around this planet, frustrated sometimes. Just look at that. And I want you to see from the eyes of your higher self where you're stuck, what's not working. Are you trying to prove something to someone? Have you been lost in chasing money, success, promotions? Are you spending time with people that are appreciative of that? Makes sense to you? Do you have love in your life? Do you have meaning? Do you know where you're going? Breathe and just watch yourself. Watch what you have outgrown. Watch which relationship it's time to end. Really close soul contract, karma contracts, and just simply end the relationship. Not drag it along, not try to prove something to someone, not effort. What's time to end? For real. And you may see from here in which long cycle have you been. Is it cycle of trying to heal someone? Is it cycle of loneliness, desperation, depression? It's a cycle of giving your power away, it's a cycle of just running somewhere, feeling it's never enough. You're never enough. Whatever you do, it's not enough. Look from above onto your journey and see what you have been dragging for longer than you have to. Breathe and see what needs to go so that you can create space, you can open the doors for the new energy. So you can open the doors for new opportunities. So you can flow on this river of life smoothly without any blockages, any obstacles towards your bliss. And of course, it is easier said than done. And maybe you're afraid. You're afraid to leave something. You're afraid to let go of something. You're afraid to change something. You're afraid to acknowledge, I was not really doing what I should have been doing. I was avoiding, I was hiding from my pain. Take a breath. And as you know what is that thing that you're ready to collect, put in a bubble, and send it away. So create in your mind's eye a big bubble, like a soap bubble, like energy bubble. And put in this bubble your fears of making change, of making big steps, of speaking your truth, of being honest with yourself. Put in this bubble any fear that is holding you back, preventing you from moving forwards. Fear of being exposed, fear of making a mistake, fear of connection and love, fear of success, fear of loneliness. Put it all in the bubble, all the fears that were keeping you stuck in your ways, dragging something along for too long, not making change in your life. Breathe. All the fears send them into this bubble. And make it like this big bubble that contains your concerns, your why nots, your fears and resistance. And then send it out into the open space. Far out. All this bag of resistance and fear. And then blow it up into thousands of pieces. Just blow it up. Great job. Now, as you're looking at yourself still from above, I want you to see where you need to make a turn, which direction you should start moving, which area in your life deserves more of your attention. And feel it in your body. Is it spiritual awakening and your spiritual growth? That is the path you're taking. Is it establishing firm foundations and just making sure your life is safe, secure, and stable and grounded? Everything is aligned and arranged in your life. That gives you a peace of mind. Do you need to work on your foundations? Is it love? Making relationship work? Meeting your partner? Or healing love relationship with your partner or spouse? Another breath here. What is the thing that deserves your attention and you want to clear your space from everything that is distracting you? You want to clear your space from all the distractions. Things that you're doing just precisely to distract yourself from the things you should be doing, things you should be focusing on. Clear out all the distractions. Always you are trying to entertain yourself so that you don't need to look at what you need to look at. And breathe. See the area of your life that it's time to address. It's time to really grow yourself into something. Into a new version of yourself. Take another deep breath here. And I want you to clear in your mind's eye all the path for you. Remove all the obstacles. Remove all the blockages on the road. All distractions. Distracting relationships, distracting hobbies, distracting things that you're just keep doing because you're afraid to stop doing them. and choose to turn and start moving into the direction that is really the right one at this stage of your life for you. Take a step forward, open those doors, and enter that reality. Thank you. Thank you very much for doing this work. I want you to remember that from time to time we must go up, we must see ourselves from the view of our higher self and make redirection to make sure that we are staying on course. We are not wasting our time with things, businesses, hobbies, places, and people that we have outgrown or that are simply a distraction, right? Take a deep breath, come back to yourself. I'm wishing you to use this moment and opportunity to refocus, to reset the energy, and see clearly the right direction where you're moving into. From my side, I will be very happy to support you by doing energy reading, clairvoyant, energy healings, and giving you more perspectives of where you might have lost something, where you're stuck, what's not working, and what's standing on the way for you to make that leap. Until 31st of October, I am giving only to my community a special discount for packages of clairvoyant energy readings and healings. You can find it in my emails. There is a code. Use this code and you can purchase the packages on my website. This is the time to use all tools and make sure you're going in the right direction. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to have you in my community. I'm very happy that you're doing this work for yourself. I will see you again very soon. And if you enjoy this meditation and practice, please let me know. I will be very, very happy to hear from you. Sending you much love, all the blessings. Take care of yourself.